my god, bro. Is dick riding all you do?
No, I'm
like,
saying
you literally got that nigga dick in your mouth right now. I see it.
I'm saying the shot was okay.
All right.
My boys. I think you already know what time it is. Yes, sir. We finna check out the new DLC, Bloody Ties. Oh my god. I'm fucking psyched. Jesus Christ. Let's just check this out real quick. So, this came out today. Let's check it out. Like, look how good this looks. Alright, he gets his ass beat. But look at that mask. Oh my god. That mask looks so fucking good. It's crazy. And I love how it looks like an actual arena. Like, there's screens, like, having ads around it and stuff. And it actually looks like and feels like an arena. I'm excited for the 23rd of August, because that's when they're going to release more stuff about it, basically. But this is a volatile mask. Or, I'm pretty sure this is either a volatile skull, or it's one of the goon... It's either a goon, a demolisher, or a volatile. Either one. It looks sick. I love how he modified, like, the little things coming off of it, the little metal things. It looks so freaking good. And it looks fun, too. And he picks it up. Oh, my God. Like, imagine you're just fighting renegades, right? And some big motherfucker with that mask on in the middle of the street with the bloody axe, blood dripping off of it and everything, and blood on the skull, bro. I would probably start running, really. But I personally, I mean, I wouldn't run because I'm just built different. But like, any other person would just like fucking dip. But yeah, I am so fucking ready. I'm ready. It's gonna be August 23rd. Gamescom opening night live. Yes, sir. I'm probably not going to watch the live stream at all. But once the teaser on their channel comes out, I will cover it. It looks absolutely amazing. Let me go back. Oh my god. And it seems like there's not really going to be any like, this is specifically on human combat, human combat. And that's another thing that's really interesting. Is that it's a zombies game. Oh my god, I just realized it has little metal things connecting the jaw to the skull. That's sick. Okay, Techland went the fuck off for a second. Wow. Alright. That was Bloody Ties. And apparently I heard Chapter 2 is coming out next week, and actually possibly tomorrow. Apparently. It's Chapter 1. Of course, we all know Chapter 2. What was it called? There's no events yet, but I forget what it was called. Something in a hag, or whatever. But basically, it's gonna be ranged weapons. If it looks like crossbows and shit. But anyway, so this DLC is gonna be fixed around human to human combat, fucking battling these renegade looking dudes. You would want to, practice, so I'm gonna mention some things you could probably do to practice if you're new to Dying, I guess. Basically we're gonna be doing anything that would help you with that, like getting ready for the DLC. So if we go over here to the Butcher's Lair, or Castle, whatever it is. I think it's like I don't even know what it is, really. Alright, so now that we're at the Butcher's little base over here, There's gonna be these guys all over inside, you know, the courtyard and stuff, and they're gonna be aggressive. As soon as you enter, they're gonna fight you and basically tear you to shreds. But I actually came here before, like, a few minutes before I recorded the video, and like, I don't know if this is a glitch or just like a certain time of day they just come out here and just like chill there with the car or something like that. But every time I was here, I've always seen this like up. Like the last time I saw this gate down was ever since the story, like the story mission that I was here. And that was the only time that I've seen this down. And like I was wondering, like, where is everybody? Because recently they added where like there's a whole bunch of renegades in here, just all over the place. But now they were gone. I'm like, oh, they're just chilling outside. But basically, this would be a great place to practice, because in a way, this is kind of an arena. It's an arena in a way. Like you come here, there will be some up there. There's like 3 up there. There's like 5 down there, and like if you come into the courtyard and like do a few circles, bro, there's at least like 30 of them gathered up in this one spot. I swear. Like if you want, like this is probably one of the best places to practice for the Opera DLC, to get used to the human to human combat, fighting renegades and stuff. And you hear this ambience though? Holy shit. But anyway, another way that you could possibly like really get the hang of it is actually going out into the city, you know? Like you go out and you fight a whole bunch of renegades, and I noticed if you get the renegade ending, and you don't like capture any buildings or towers or water towers or whatever, and don't help with the camps, at the end of the day there's gonna be like a whole bunch of just like spots on the roofs, like specifically at the beginning of the game. Once you come into the Villador, there's like little camps, small rooftop camps with renegades roaming all over the city. But as soon as you capture a tower or water tower or whatever, they are basically wiped off of the area, so there's no renegades in that area, or not a huge amount of them, I should say. But yeah, that is a way to farm and learn how humans work in this Tyrant universe, I guess. Is basically don't touch any of the towers that you capture, the water tower, electricity building or whatever. Just fight renegades till you drop and die, basically. And I'm really hyped to see what this is about. And for Techland, I do have a few ideas that I've thought of, if they ever see this. I've noticed that, let me turn off the audio for a second. But anyway, I have a few ideas that I would like to put out there. Is that, you know, you love to run around while being chased, right? There's the chase thing, level 1 to level 4 chase, where all volatiles come out and all the virals and stuff and all that. Is that there's the parkour challenges, right? So I was thinking, if you're in the mood to like be chased, right, you can, there's like this custom mutations type shit where you can put a setting on if you want to be chased during the parkour challenge or not. You know, give it some character, give it some spice, I guess you could say. Where you could, if you're a beginner, you can choose just a level 1 chase, just regular chase. Or if you want like aggressive, like getting limbs eaten off type stuff, you could increase it to level 4, you know? Same thing with the, what was it? Combat challenges too? Like, these things. The combat and the, parkour challenges. I think it would be very, very fun if we had the option to turn on like a chase sequence as we're like parkouring through the city and stuff. And that's about it for like parkour, I would say. And another thing that I would like to point out is that the way the zombies function, right? I would like them to have more character. Kind of like how in Dying Light 1. Like, in Dying Light 1, as soon as it turned night, you would see volatiles everywhere on the streets and rooftops. And they would actually be climbing roofs, or climbing walls and on the roof and stuff. Or like, yeah, and basically make volatiles and like screamers chase or roam around more. Like, they actually move instead of just like stationary in that one spot. Because if they're stationary, like, it gives that robot type vibe, you know? They just feel like robots just standing there waiting for something to happen. As if, like, there's actually a mod for this too, where a howler, right? Every time there's a chase, like, the howler actually chases you, right? Like, it doesn't stand there screaming like a baby that it was. It actually chases you like a volatile, basically. But it doesn't really hit you. It just keeps an eye on you and follows you as it's screaming. And I think that would be a great way to scare the shit out of people. And here's another thing that I would love them to add. Is that, remember, like, the little cocktails that you would make? Basically, like an inhaler, from Dying Light 1. The whole boosters and stuff. Remember the speed booster? That increases your speed. Like, just your speed. And, like, I guess this could be this, but, like, the thing about it adds a blur effect that I don't really like. It's kind of annoying, and the movement is kind of weird. Like, if you use this, if you inhale it and then you stop and then you move again, you're kind of slow, and all of a sudden you're just like on crack, basically. I just want an inhaler that increases speed. I think that would be a cool thing, little thing to add, you know. Because if you're in that kind of mood where you just want to be fast, like Lightning McQueen or some shit, it's like be speed, or what does he say? I don't even know what the fuck he says, to be honest. I am speed. But anyway, something like that. I love picking up speed. Kind of like in Dying Light 1. I know you were able to bee-hop. That's fun. I love bee-hopping. Something about, like, parkour and momentum go really well together. And if you add the speed inhaler, or whatever you want to call it, you could basically, yeah, just freely run around speeding like you Sonic or some shit. And I think that would be great. I would love it. And the idea that I proposed, the last video I made on this game, was that the mine shaft that I was talking about, I finally recently heard that it's actually not a mine shaft, it's actually a quarry. But a quarry would be sick too, honestly. I would love to be chased in a quarry, or just like get hella loot in there. That would be great. And I think he said it was like southeast of the city. So that would be like that way. Yeah. And then he says that, like, now the mines are roaming with, like, creepy infected and stuff. And adding a quarry would be very, very beneficial. You can add inhibitors. You can go underground. You could find new infected and stuff. But anyway, that was just an update on the idea that I proposed last time. But another thing that you should do is this building right here. Now, I think there's an Easter egg on top of the building. This building? Or is it that building? I think it's that building, actually. But anyway, this place right here. This would make a great quarantine zone that you can go in. To, like, get, like, 3 inhibitors and, like... Actually, this building's absolutely fucking huge. So, you could do, like the expansion that you did in Dying Light 1, where you added more quarantine zones. This is a great area to put it. Like, you have this huge quarantine zone building, where there's like 3 entrances here, and you go into the building, and then, I don't know how you would do it. You can go up floors or something. Something like that. I don't know what you would do, but make this into something, because this would look like a fun building to go in and just, like, absolutely destroy infected. And, like, different bounties and challenges that you can do in here and stuff. Basically do it like Dying Light 1's old quarantine zones. And this area over here, like, just this spot here just feels empty. Including over here. Like, this whole spot, like, excluding the newfound lost land, like, outside of here, like, just this area right here, just, it feels so empty. And I feel like adding that quarantine zone there would make it very, it would make it more popular, I guess. More people would actually come out here and do stuff. And there's this building too. You can add a quarantine zone, or like, maybe not a quarantine zone. I mean, you could, because there's like an underground garage that you can go in here. But like, you can add something in here. Maybe, I don't know, you can add volatile nests in here, where there's like multiple of them that you can take out multiple times, instead of having to like fast travel all the way back here and beginning a challenge and having a time limit on how much fun you can have. And instead of having a time limit, you can just go in here and just like infinitely kill all these volatile nests and like volatiles and volatile tyrants and stuff. And I think that would make the combat and gameplay more challenging in this game. Not saying that it isn't challenging, I'm just saying it would be a great improvement. And that's another thing, is that in Chapter 1, the dude, his name's Harper? Is that his name? I'm pretty sure it's Harper, but anyway, he says the reason why the infected and blah 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 are mutating is because of electricity. And there's a few places that would be interesting to like expand on that. Maybe add like a side mission, like a really cool side mission where you go to electrified places and see like these insanely creepy looking brand new unique zombies everywhere. Like, I know you can't go over here, but over here would be a nice area that you go to Harper, you begin the side mission or the main mission or whatever you want to put it as, and you go over here basically, and then you figure out what's going on over here. Maybe this is another thing, is that you go over here, see what infected are in here, and you add what, I forget what they were called, but remember in the following, those big ass boss dudes, those big and mutated monsters. Add one of those in here. In one of these 3 buildings. Maybe not this one, because there's not enough room to like maneuver, I would assume. But one of these 3 huge ass buildings, add one of those monstrosities in there. I forget what they were called, but they were fun. And that's the one thing that I hope the following, like, it sucked that it didn't, like, these bosses didn't respawn. Like, they couldn't respawn or have a chance to spawn in these places. Because fighting those, I don't know why, just fighting those were so fun to do. And, like, the fact that there was so much loot inside of here. Like, I know you can get, like, a military card or something and open up these military chests and stuff. I mean, you can implement that again, you know. Maybe it doesn't have to be, like, car parts, but it could be, like, I'm talking about, like, a shit ton of resources. Like, a whole, like, you grab a military card. It doesn't have to be military. It could be an upgraded GRE key. Like, it's a different color instead of it, like, being, like, gray and black. It's like a, I don't know, like, red and black, maybe? Or something, like, the color's different, and instead of a level 1, you have, like, a level 2 GRE. And then you open up the crates, and then it's level 2 where you just get a shit ton of just, like, rare weapons and just a crap ton of resources. And then you can add more leveled up keys, you know, access keys. You could have level 3, 4, maybe add an Easter egg where you can find a 5th one, and, like, maybe that can unlock the secret gun stash, maybe, you know. Just throwing these ideas out there, so, you know, because why not? Because when I play Dying Light 2, the developers actually listen, you know. And I think that might be it for now. Yeah, I might have to cut out a lot of footage because right now I'm just trying to figure out, like, gather my thoughts, because I know as soon as I'm done recording, I'm going to think of like 12 different ideas that I'm going to forget about until the next recording. And I hate it. I'm telling you, man. But anyway. That's another thing. If you hate peacekeepers, you could fight the peacekeepers, I guess. You can just kick their ass if you want to. Or survivors, yeah. Because they always fucking complain. Like, that's another thing, is that, like, survivors, they don't shut the fuck up. Always complaining. I agree with that one NPC that's like, fuck me, everybody's gonna complain. I'm like, yes, they don't shut the fuck up. And, speaking of survivors, maybe, like, since this is quote-unquote a decision-based game, like, maybe... Oh, you motherfucker. I thought you were gonna die, bitch. Get the fuck over here, bruh. Whoa, what the fuck? No, come here. Bitch. But anyway, like, if you find canned food or water, like, and you can decide to give that canned food, like, some of it to the survivors, some of it for the PKs, and they complain less, and, like, they're like, and the peacekeepers, they're always saying, like, I forgot to bring rations and shit, or forgot to bring snacks or whatever. But all these survivors are just, like, complaining about water and shit, even though you gave them a whole fucking water tower, you know, that they can drink water from. And it's totally not like there's, like, fucking fountains, like, right outside your door, you know. They just still complain and stuff. I guess I'm just tired of hearing NPCs say the same shit. Like, I know, what's his name? The news dude, I think, is it Gordon? Is that his fucking name? I don't even know. But the black dude on top of the rooftops, that, like, since, he's, like, the news dude, he talks about Elysium eventually and how the entrance is closed for, like, a few months or whatever. Which, I don't, honestly, I would fucking love if Elysium came back in some way, shape, or form. Like, I'm talking like the entire thing and what was planned for it, you know? I feel like that would be awesome. And, maybe add, like, as another thing, is that how, in Dying Light 1, there's a stadium outside the map. And I bet, at the time, a whole bunch of people wanted to go inside there. And then Techland's like, oh, okay, let's make a DLC about it. And remember Bozak? Yes, Bozak. I fucking loved Bozak's DLC. Because it adds so much challenge and, like, I just love the DLC. And maybe add something like that to Elysium. Where, like, everybody wants to go to Elysium. We all know that. Everybody wants to go there. And, I don't know who you would put there. I guess the Opera would be great. But I guess it's kind of too late if it's not in Elysium. Because it's about to come out, like next month, basically. But anyways, like, something like that. Yeah. Damn, we got shit on. Wait, he gave me something other than a shitty green immunity booster? Holy shit. Did they find... Hold on. Techland. That's another thing. Is that... Did you guys finally, like, add more loot that you can get from, like, saving people? Like, you don't even get money from it at all. Like, you literally don't. Ugh. But anyway, I saw they added a cut content trap over here. I don't know if they're slowly introducing cut content back, which I hope they are. Because what was planned for this game looked so promising. It looked absolutely perfect. It just looked so good. Like, I literally wanted to cry when I saw what was planned for this game and wasn't released. Like, oh my god. It's like looking at the demo compared to the actual game. It's like you're looking at two different games. Basically. Yeah. And I did... What the fuck? That shit is floating. But anyway, I noticed that, like, there's these courtyards here. And then there's, like, random buildings in the center of these that you can't go inside. They're just here. I don't know if you have anything planned for these, but it would be great if you could do something with them. I don't know what you would do, really. Shit, what would you do? Maybe Dark Zone expansion, I guess. Where you add a little twist to the Dark Zones. Maybe you have a chest full of crystals, I guess. Because honestly, as rare as everybody says crystals are, they're not that rare. They're not. They're literally chilling in the metro station. But anyway, here's the cut content trap. That was, I think this looks like a Peacekeeper thing, or like area upgrade. And you know that it's unfinished because the sides are just like clay gray. And it's not even connected to anything. But basically, let's get zombies under here. Let's get them contracted into the cut content that I really want in the game. But basically, I'm gonna activate it. Bam. Get crushed, bussy. And they just get crushed. You know, thank you, cut content. And apparently this has been here for like fucking 2 months. I didn't even know. I did not know that whatsoever. Like, sorry about that. Drop you out for a second. recording a video. But anyway, yeah, I didn't know that shit was there. Absolutely did not. Oh, we got Tyrant. Hey. Damn you, motherfucker. Come here, boy. Man, you don't get the fuck off me. I swear, they need to increase, like, add an extended mag to this shit or something. Or make the round changing faster. Because, like, if you don't reload fast enough, you're literally going to get raped. You're going to get cornered, and you're going to get forced against your will. And he's going to say, spread your ass. Because you're not going to have time to reload this shit. Because every time you get hit, it cancels the animation and just like... Damn, this dude doesn't give a fuck. See, this is what a Peacekeeper is. Like, this dude is looking at this Tyrant and just absolutely kicking his ass. See, why can't NPCs be like this? Why can't they just... And that's another thing, is that, like, in endgame content, maybe as soon as the opera comes out, maybe eventually, make NPCs have, like, legendary tier weapons instead of like having like common, uncommon, or rare. Like make them have like attachments on them, like charms, I guess, if you really want to. But basically my main focus is that you could let them have like the artifact rarity or legendary rarity weapons, and probably add not in both items, like both slots, but in one of the slots add like a modifier on it. Like one of them has poison, one of them has fire, you know. Another dude over there has electricity on his shit. But yeah, basically give NPCs more power, I guess. Like, because the more you evolve, you would want the NPCs evolve that fight with you, you know? Or you could, like, that's another thing that you could do. You could, instead of just, like, them just having it, you can just donate shit to them. Like, to some charity or type shit. Because at this point, like, this universe, like, right now, all of them need charity at this point. Like, food, anything. They need it. Like, you have a certain weapon, and you can just... What the fuck was that? Did he just... Motherfucker, lag switch? What the fuck was that? But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, like, you have an artifact rarity weapon, or you have basically any type of weapon. You could just give it to an NPC, and basically maybe they could use it to kick ass, or something like that. Or maybe you can have a radio to call backup when you're, like, raiding something, or I don't know what you'd be doing, but you could get a radio from something, maybe an Easter egg, or some type of quest that you can do from a chapter or something, like Chapter 3, your informant's, like, actually a peacekeeper, and you get a radio, your prize is a radio that you can call backup for, and it's just, like, woohoo. And that's another thing about, like, this building here. Like, on top of this building, hold on, let me fucking get on top of here real quick. I gotta find my fucking... I need to add a wench here. I think there is a wench here, but what the fuck is it called? I don't even know what it's called. I know they have one here. I just don't know where the fuck it is. Where's it at? Show me the goods. Where's the wench at? Don't tell me there is no wench here all this time. Why is there a tower in the middle of a corrosion zone? Like, you fucking idiot. Why? But anyways. Yeah, they need to add, like, a nightmare difficulty, too. Because I probably, honestly, personally, me, wouldn't really... Maybe not play it unless there's, like, an achievement that I want to do. Or... Because I'm a completionist. I love to just complete things, because why not? And that's the only time I would do Nightmare, if they ever add it. But... hardcore fans would probably want it to, like, sweat or something. I don't know. Maybe get higher tier loot. I fucking... This hook, man. Sometimes this hook is just fucking annoying. Oh yeah, we got these artillery fuckers. Oh wait, is it here? It's here. Okay, I knew there was one here. It's just I didn't look in the right place. Shit. I don't know. I'm bored. A little bit. But I'm also hyped for this fucking DLC, man. Yeah, here, on top of this building, what is this? Like, you can go inside this building and parkour your way all the way up here. And there's a structure up here. I don't know what this would be for. I mean, honestly, Aiden could probably make this his home. Like, I know techland was talking about base building. Like, it would be a fun idea to do. Like, another thing is that, like, there's these random structures on top of buildings like this. Like, Aiden could make this his home. Like, Lawan's little area that she built on top of the building. And I think this is to get that, that crate right there. The, GRE crate. But anyway, like, there's just random structures that have no use. That would look like they have use, but they really don't. Maybe this could be survivors or a peacekeeper's hideout, or maybe you can add like a whole camp here, like a renegade camp. You could just put here. That would actually fit this a lot. Because this place, that's another thing that I want them to add. I want them to add an expansion that adds more like renegade camps that you can capture. Because like, there's like 3. No, hold on. There's 1, 2. So there's 2. You can 3. There's only 3 throughout this whole map. This entire map. 4. No, there's 4. But you could fit in a couple more. You know? It's like maybe add. You could make it a free update if you really want to. But anyway. Yeah, maybe add. Like, there's all these cool areas that you could just, like, do shit with. And it's just. You know? Yeah. Doing shit with random places. Part 1. And I know, like, these really tall buildings, specifically over there, like, there's these huge-ass floors with, like, random desks in the middle of the room. And there's no purpose for it whatsoever. It's just... they're just there. I don't really know the purpose of them, really. But, I found another, like, weird... just random structure on top of this building over here. I don't know if you guys seen this or not, but on top of the bowling alley, that would make a good like quarantine zone too. A bowling alley, fuck. Maybe an Easter egg where you could throw a bowling ball and eventually, as soon as it contacts with something, it explodes. Maybe, and like like a whole bunch of volatiles and virals come out of like the alleyways from like bowling alleys. But anyway, this house here, I don't know why this is here. There's a tree just growing in the middle of the stairs. But anyway, it's just this random shack here. I don't know what this is for. It's just here. I don't know if this could be a place where that hag lives from chapter 2, I guess. You know. Yeah, this is a random spot. Like, they're growing shit here, whoever they are. Like, I don't know, this could be a future chapter place. I mean, they have water. Living on top of the bowling alley, you know? I mean, there could be a side quest where, like, it's like, hey, I'm living on top of a bowling alley, and the bowling shits are making noise or whatever, or infected won't shut up. Can you, like, plant UV lights in there? Just, like, you know, maybe connect some wires, turn on a generator or two, and just, like, they're just gone, you know? Or you could just kick their ass and just leave and come back again and farm trophies, you know? I was like, can you do that for me? And he's like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, I can do that. And you just, like, go into the bowling alley and just kick ass, you know? And I did find an interesting movie Easter egg. It's another Marvel Easter egg that I think it's Captain Villador. Yeah, I love it. It was when I first saw it, I'm like, wow, how did they not get fucking just like shit on by Marvel? It was like, hey, that's not cool. Look, Captain Marvel. I don't know who made it, but the Definitive Wars. See, that would be a nice outfit to have. Like, look at these outfits. Like, you can have a Captain Villador outfit. Oh, look at that. You have, like, a Wanda-looking bitch. You have some type of sniper dude, basically Hawkeye. You have Captain America wannabe. Whoever the fuck that is. The dude with the mohawk that whistles a wand around from Guardians of the Galaxy. And we have... I don't even know who the fuck that is. But yeah, it's cool either way. Captain Villador, guys. He's gonna save us all one day. I promise you. The Walking Dad. Bro, let me tell you what. They need to add more of these posters into like an actual like funny DLC or just like parkour challenge themed after like the movie or whatever they're trying to advertise. Like right here, you could literally make a Dead Island reference with this. You can go into a parkour challenge and then just straight up make a level, like a parkour level out of like the first Dead Island or some shit. You know, like I guess that would be like a custom map thing that somebody can do. Yeah. And then we got chicken pie. Yeah. Gotta love chicken pie. He do be eating though. Damn, my mouth is dry, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't talk this much. And that's another thing is that I know in your stash, like different skins that you can put on, like different clothes style and shit. And I know there's like a hook category where basically you could just like have different hooks, or the string on your hook is a different color or something. I don't know. Like I think it's black and green. Hold on, hold on. What color is it? Yeah, it's black and green. Maybe you can add the infamous Dying Light 1 hook. You know? Maybe if you want that aggressive, straightforward gameplay. You know, or just like change the color of the skin, or change the tip of the hook or whatever stuff. And that's another thing that they didn't add. They didn't add skins for the crossbow. I feel like skins for crossbows would be kind of cool as well. And I noticed that there was a slingshot that was supposed to be in this game, or originally it was gonna be in this game, and I would love a slingshot. I would be like Captain Usopp from fucking One Piece up in this bitch. Like having these different balls, like an exploding ball, one like a plant-based ball that just fucking grows within you and like basically it impales you, little beads like get stuck in your skin, and then like plants grow out and basically turn your body into a plant, and then you just explode in flowers, you know, instead of having it being always gory, like intense Michael Bay type shit. You can just have a slingshot shoot a plant-based thing at him, and then plants grow out of him and he explodes in flowers. You know how beautiful that would be? That'd be great. Another thing is that the Pan of Destiny, as much as I love it and as much as I want to upgrade it so bad, this shit crashes my game. Like, I don't... Like, if I constantly throw it non-stop, it crashes my game. I don't know why. It might be because every time you get it back, like, the little thing on the side of your screen pops up that says you retrieved this or whatever. It's just showing what's in your inventory. I think the reason why a game, like, freezes and crashes is because a shit ton of those just, like, pop up on my screen. And the game's just like, hey, I can't take that. So, I'm just gonna freeze. Yeah, just putting that out there. My game freezes if I constantly throw the thing. Bangman chicken nuggets are the best. Sorry for the people who hate mouth smacking out noises. Bro, literally, I don't know why, but when I talk for a long time, I think it's because I don't really talk that much, is that for some reason, like, my nose, it's hard to breathe through my nose, eventually. I don't know why, it just fucking happens. I don't know. But basically, yeah. You can increase the world tier. Since it's just stuck at level 9, maybe you could add it to, like, level 12 or some shit. Or maybe, like, at the end of the life cycle, you could boost up to, like, level fucking 20, and then, like, every single part of the street is filled with fucking volatiles or some shit. Like, eventually, this game is gonna get to the point of Dying Light 1. Maybe not the same, but it's gonna get to somewhat of a point. And what I want techland to, like, do or consider is just literally just make shit overpowered as possible. Like, it's a PvE game. Like, what's wrong with being overpowered, you know? There's no shame of being overpowered. Because it's PvE, you're not affecting anybody. I know, like, there's PvP, which, like, be the zombie, after all. But that's about the only PvP thing. I mean, I guess there was the Battle Royale that I never heard about this fucking game. Did you know... I didn't even know that they made a fucking Battle Royale. I didn't even know that. At all. Didn't know that. But anyway. I noticed that you can't upgrade the infected blades. Can't upgrade the pan. Stuff. You know. Oh yeah! Another thing. Spears. Spears. Love spears. I love just grabbing one and then just, like, as soon as it makes contact with somebody, they just launch. Basically. Same with the Scorpio or Scorpion, whatever it's called. Basically the E3 weapon that was shown. Basically that. I was thinking, since basically you can shoot like 3 targets with an arrow, what if you could produce a skill where you could pick up a spear, and then if you hold it long enough, you can take out multiple targets. And like, let's say the max is like 4, right? 4 targets. You hold it, the 4 arrows pop up, and you throw it. 4 spears come out of one and just impale like all 4 of them. That would be amazing. I would love that. And maybe like you could add like elemental things on it. Like there's like an elemental spear where it's like electricity. Like you're fucking Zeus or some shit. Maybe you can add an Easter egg with Zeus where you can get his whole like fucking lightning bolt. Like you can get a blueprint where it's literally his lightning bolt, a yellow lightning bolt that you can just throw. Not infinitely. Maybe it would have like a durability. Maybe like a phone. Basically like a phone basically. It runs out of electricity, so you have to go to the one of the electric buildings or whatever, and like there's this little thing that you can just put your little Zeus bolt in, and it charges for a little bit. And maybe it could be just a random generator in the middle of nowhere that like sometimes it makes a loud noise and you have to fight off infected as the thing's charging. You know, I mean, if you want to make it overpowered, that's a way to balance it. Is that like it as it's charging, it makes an obnoxious amount of noise, and like a level 4, a level 3 chase type shit just happens. Like it could be broad daylight too, as it's just happening. Or you could just like you could just force it to happen at night. Like it has to be night for it to like charge up again. Maybe. But yeah, you know, and maybe you can add a blueprint where like kind of like the shields from Dying Light 1 where you can have elemental shields. You can have elemental spears. That would be sick. A fire spear. And then maybe you could make a spear out of like scrap, like a full metal spear. And like basically that makes it more durable. And you can use it like a renegade. You could like poke. Maybe you like aim it. Like use I don't know, like block and hit for you. Like instead of just throwing it and just throwing it away, maybe you could block and hit. So you can have it in your hand and just poke at enemies. Instead of like just kicking them. See, like stuff like that would be fucking amazing. Like the slingshot, elemental spears. I know there's apparently shields coming up in this DLC. I would love those to be like elemental, you know. And maybe like speaking of elemental, I've been seeing like there's the same elementals all the time, and you would say the same 2 things, maybe switched up every now and then, but like eventually it would get boring, right? What if you made like these crazy, absolutely like god tier, like fucking modifications where one would be like if you hit something, a small storm cloud would appear, like a medium-sized storm cloud would appear over a horde of zombies and just strike them all down at once, maybe. Or let's say a magma based, where let's say you get one of the, it's like a modification where you aim and then you hit, and like you basically shoot stuff out of your weapon, like the bleeding effect or fire, you shoot stuff out. You could do that with magma. You can add a modification that spits out magma and basically melts your enemies into basically skeletons. Like some Hell Raid type shit. You know? Maybe you can add a poison where the spitters from Dying Light 1, like if you hold it long enough, eventually that ball of toxin would form in front of your weapon, and eventually you could shoot it and just basically melt your enemies down and hit them multiple dudes at once. Or maybe like the one with ice. I don't really know what you would do with that. You could make spikes come out of the ground and just impale your enemies, and they can get stuck, basically. Or you could freeze their feet so they can't move anywhere, or something like that. Something that's like over fucking powered and would have fun with, you know? But it's like really expensive to get, though. Like you have to go to a specific location, or you have to do, like, fucking 10... You have to do a level 10 chase or some shit. At some point, where it's all just, like, fucking demolishers running like volatiles. And, like, basically one-hit you. For these, like, overpowered modifications. Basically, doing very hard things, like, getting an underwhelming prize is annoying. And, like, that's another thing, is that a level 10 chase... Imagine how crazy that would fucking be. Like, the idea of a demolisher or a goon, right? Fucking running at ungodlike speeds at you and fucking killing you in, like, 2-to-1 hits. And you're doing this all for a godly, like, blueprint of some sort. Like, maybe the spears. Like a magma spear. That would be great. You throw it on the ground. And a huge volcano, maybe not huge, but like decent-sized volcano comes out of the ground and spews lava everywhere. And a huge area of the street, it's just, the floor is lava. That's a great blueprint name. Call the spear, floor is lava, right? And then it's like, you throw it on the ground, and it's like, the floor just turns into lava. Not like the whole, like, the whole map. Maybe like a certain radius, maybe you can, certain rarities, I guess, I don't know, but basically a huge ass area turns into lava, just straight lava, and then it's like, as soon as the enemy touches it, they infinitely burn, even if the lava goes away, like, they still burn, like, no matter how strong they are, they just infinitely burn, you know, like, little things like that. It doesn't, I mean... And if people say, like, oh, that would be too overpowered, or, oh, that would make fights too easy, like, just don't use them then. You know, just, like, you could, it's, like, if you want to be overpowered, you could have the option to be fucking insane. Like, I'm talking about, like, Zeus's Thunderbolt. Like, literally, you could become a fucking god if you want to. Like, having the option to be God, or just, like, be a regular dude, just, like, parkouring and having challenges, you know? I feel like having an option for every gameplayer, like, you want that fast, overpowered aggression type shit, that you could feel like you could take on anything. Like, you have that. You have the spears, you have the, like, godlike fucking, modifications and shit, that you can just, like, add on your weapon, and you just overpowered for a certain amount of time, or you're just overpowered for a bit until your weapon breaks, or, yeah, until your weapon breaks. And then you're just back to the way you were, you know? And that's the thing about PvE games, is that all these Warzone and fucking competitive PvP players fucking completely just ruin the PvE meta. Just like in Warzone, it's the reason why it gets boring so fast is that one meta weapon comes out. Like, every time there's a meta weapon that comes out, and everybody uses that singular weapon the entire time until something new comes out, or some new meta weapon comes out. And it's not multiple. Everybody uses the same fucking thing, and I hate it. And, like, having multiple choices of overpowered shit, it's so good. Just having the power to, like, make anything into godly-like things, it's fun. It makes the game fun. I don't know about you guys, but it makes the game so much more fun. At least for me. I don't know for anybody else, but for me, like, adding these modifications, just chef's kiss. It's amazing. I mean, in Dying Light 1, there was an Easter egg where you had a throwable, where it was a ball. I don't even know what it was. It was a ball of electricity where you threw it on the ground, and then, like, all this electricity, like, basically one hits all these damn zombies on the ground. And then, like, literally, bro, there's an Easter egg where you can get a fucking airstrike. It wouldn't be like a jet flies over and a bomb just bombs everything. Like, a literal, like, medium-sized missile just spawns there and just obliterates everything. Another thing is that we have a Easter egg where it's an alien gun, a chicken gun, basically. Oh my god, that would be that'd be a great Easter egg weapon. A boomstick, but it shoots chickens. But yeah, basically there's this alien gun that you can get, and basically every time you shoot, like basically an explosive like jetpack or one of the propane tanks spawns on the back of a zombie, and they just fly everywhere. That's funny. That was funny. That was so fun to play with. And it was like, oh my, there's all these overpowered blueprints and shit that you can have. It's just, it's so good. Just like, I love how human minds can just come up with something so fun. And then, like, sometimes people just strike them down. Just like that. It's just like, oh my god. But anyway, I probably repeated things in different forms like fucking 5 times at this point. But I'm just rambling at this point. Getting my ideas out there. I might post this on Discord as well. I don't know. But anyways, I think that's gonna be it for me for today. Yeah. Those are my thoughts for Dying Light 2 right now.